That's what that message meant. And what I have is it's kind of fun. So sometimes you see my face, and then sometimes, watch this, you will see my drawing board.
Oh.
How do you like that?
I need to ask Mama one thing real quick.
Go right ahead.
Mama, can you move that?
Oh, you can't see it.
Good.
I have to adjust my camera just a little bit to make sure it's right where I want it to be. It's not quite there yet. So this is my handy dandy webcam, and I am learning how to use this so that you can still hear my voice, right? And see my fingers.
Yeah.
I've learned how to use this so that when you and I are together and any other children that might join us are together with us, that we can, I can draw at the same time that I'm talking to you, and you can see those things that I'm drawing. It looks like our other friend's not going to come right now, so it's just me and you for right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it back on my face so you can see my face. Sometimes it's kind of funny when all you see is my arm and my drawing board. There I am. Okay. So I was wondering if maybe we could do some experimenting with some line drawing for a little while.
Okay.
Try drawing some different families and then line families, and then we'll move on from there to do some other things. These are all kind of like warm-up exercises. So do you have a piece of paper in front of you and a pencil? What do you like drawing with, pencils or markers?
Mostly markers, but I got a pencil.
Okay, we'll start out with pencils then. And when I start, in order for you to be able to see, I'm going to draw in marker so that it's a nice dark line, okay? And I wonder if I can do some drawings and then have you follow along and do some yourself. And I'm going to switch it to the other camera. So this is a lesson that I share with kiddos and even big people, because so often we forget all the different kinds of lines that we can make when we're drawing. And so I'm going to show you right here with my pen. This is the dot and circle family. Dots are circles colored in. Circles are like this. Then there's 3 line families: a straight line family, a curved line family, and an angle line family. Those are some basic ways that we can look at and think about lines. So I thought maybe what we could do is we can start out on a piece of paper, and we can make a sort of a bandscape, like a landscape of just line shapes together. So I wonder if with me, you could start out drawing any kind of dots that you want. And my idea for drawing these dots, it's a circle that's colored in. They can be all different shapes. They can be bean shapes, like that, kind of wiggly, maybe like a butternut squash almost. Dots can also be like little dots like this, where you just go dot, 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 dot. And what I'm doing is I'm making a whole line of dots. Ooh, there's a little skinny dot. See, it has curved edges on it. I'm making it all the way across the paper, so it's in a band. They can be any size you want. First band of our line family is the dot. I'm going to do a bunch more of these little dot, dot, dots. Sometimes we might use dots in different pictures that we draw. Let me know when you're done making your line of dots.
Done.
All right. The next line family underneath, let's do circles. Now circles are empty in the center. And you can make any size circle, any kind of circles you want. Sometimes they look like ovals. Sometimes they look like round circles. They might look like a bean. They might look like a kind of a tomatoey circle. And they might be just a bunch of little teeny tiny circles.
I'm done.
You got yours done? All right, I'm just about done with mine. All right, the next line family is a straight line family. Straight line families look like straight lines. Sometimes they're at an angle. And sometimes they can even be crisscrossed. That kind of looks like a fence to me.
The fence, kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to do another line of straight lines just because I feel inspired. This time I'm just going to make a bunch of dashes. Straight line, dash, 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 dash. Okay, you got your band of straight lines done yet?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next line family are these circle lines. Let's see what kind of curved lines we can make. Oh, I love spirals. And I like wiggles. Curved lines.
Done.
All right, the last line family that we're going to do are angle lines. And angle lines are straight lines that are connected, like or or could even be a box. Could be a long line of angle lines. Could be a zigzag. Okay. How'd that go for you?
I'm not quite done.
Linden, are you 5 years old, 6 years old?
6.
6. That's a nice number. That's a curved line number. I'll make a few of those. Like a cinnamon bun number. Okay, so now what's this all about? Well, I would like it if you could. How many can I see? Can you hold your paper up so I can look at them? Awesome. Okay. You can turn it over on the back side if you want, the back side of that paper, or you can get a clean sheet of paper and lay your lines right next to an empty sheet of paper, okay? So you can see them like mine are on my drawing board.
Okay.
Now, I would like you to take a look at the shape, and let's start out by combining. Let's see what we can make out of circle shapes. Use all circle shapes and come up with an idea for a minute. I'm going to put it up on my face so you can see me. I'd like you to think for a minute about, from your imagination, something that you could draw that was all, you used all circle shapes to draw it. Maybe it's something you see in nature outside. Maybe it's something you see inside. But try to draw a picture. Don't use any other kinds of lines except circle lines, okay? And maybe what we can do is divide our paper. I'm going to switch it on the other camera really quick so that we're sharing the space. Let's divide our paper so that it's in half and in half again. And in the first box, we'll do some circle shape drawings.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Think about that for a minute and then go ahead and start drawing.
I got a spiral.
You've got a spiral,
Yeah.
where you're using curved lines and you're making something with a spiral and with dots. Can you include dots in that one too?
Yeah.
All right. I think I might need to use circles and dots in this drawing because I need a dot right there like that.
Mine's done.
All right, mine's almost done. Hold on a second. I got to put a few more dots on here. And another curved line there, and a circle there, and a curved line there, and a circle there, and a curved line and a circle. Okay. What did you draw? Can I see it?
Wait 1 second.
All right.
Here.
I see it. It's kind of looking like a snow person's face.
Yeah, I actually don't know what I drawn. I just draw something.
All right. Can I tell you what I drew?
Yeah.
I drew 3, maybe they're children, and they were trying to catch snowflakes on their tongues.
Oh.
That's what those little wiggly shapes are there. And this is a hat on their head. Okay,
Oh.
that was good. All right, did you like that okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next block. And then this next block, I want you to try to draw something that just has straight lines in it.
Okay, I'll draw an ocean.
Okay. Try to draw an ocean with straight lines. I'm not sure what I'm going to draw. Oh, I think I know what I'm going to draw. I'm thinking of it because I'm looking out my window a little bit, but I'm going to use my imagination to draw it. Straight lines. I live in an upstairs apartment, Linden, and so when I look out the windows, it's kind of like living in a tree house. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm using straight lines to draw this tree. And I'm even going to draw some lines on its trunk. And I'm even going to draw a place where it could be in the ground.
Wait 1 second.
Okay.
I made a caterpillar, which I made a caterpillar which is shaped like a stick that's on a sidewalk.
Can I see it? Aha. There it is. Nice. Okay, now here's a good challenge for us, I think. This next one, let's use curved line. I'm going to go to my picture here so you can see which one I'm pointing at. Let's use curved lines, but no circles or dots. Let's just use curved lines in this next picture and see what we can come up with.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna make.
All right, let's do it. Let's choose one of our squares and draw some curved line some picture. I got to think about this. I'm not sure quite what I want to draw yet.
I'm drawing a rainbow.
Oh, that's such a good idea. I'm using my imagination to think about curved lines.
What are you drawing?
I did 3 shapes. And I have to do another curve line shape. And a little one.
What is that?
That's a good question. I was thinking of a plant.
It looks like beans hanging off of,
It kind of does look like beans. It's
or like mangoes hanging off of a vine.
ooh, it could be mangoes too. I was looking at a plant that I have in my dining room that I can't think of the name of it right now, but it doesn't have quite curved lines on it, but I decided to keep to my directions and just draw curved lines. So it's just kind of an image of a plant, a section of a vine. Oh, it's called a Hoya plant. All right, let me see what you did. Did you get your rainbow drawn?
Wait, oh,
Got to hold over, pull it over towards your face. Perfect, perfect curved line. Okay, the last square, let's try to draw a picture that has each kind of line family in it. That it has dots in it, it has circles in it, it has straight lines, it has curved lines, and it has angled lines. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think we can do it.
draw a house.
There you go. This picture is really getting loaded. All kinds of lines.
What are you making?
Well, I decided to combine some of the other drawings that I did and turn it into one picture.
I have no idea what I have no idea if I used all of them or not. So let me check.
You finished drawing. That's exactly right. You look at, you draw it, and then you see. And the one thing I realize is I don't have enough dots on here, so I'm going to draw some more dots. So I really want to represent all the line families.
Look at mine.
Let's see it. Hold it closer to your face. Okay, let me see. I see angle lines. I see dots. I see, I'm going to put this up on my face so that I can look at it really good with you. I see straight lines. And I see, do I see a circle on there somewhere?
Yeah, there's tiny circles like on the table.
Looks like it might be snowing.
It is.
Excellent. Okay. that was a little practice session for us to think about all the different kinds of line families that we use when we draw pictures.
Hungry.
Now that we've done that, I'm going to put those pictures aside for a minute. And this next thing that we draw, I think we'll do the same thing, Linden, where we divide the paper into, I'm going to show you the picture on my screen here. Hold on a sec. There we go. Kind of like what we just did with the 4 images where we divide it in half. So it's 4/4 of the page. Okay. And we are going to experiment with lines. And I'm going to use a pencil on this one. We're going to do lines again. And this time we're going to experiment with speed. Okay.
Okay, I'm using a pen.
That's fine. And so the idea is, and I'm holding this up so you can look at it. This is one of my favorite pencils. It's a fat, kind of a fat pencil, and it has a really nice fat lead on it. And it looks very different from this pencil, which is a skinnier pencil, and it has a finer point lead on it. So
Look at my pencils.
let me see your pencils. That looks like a nice pencil. Looks
Yeah.
like a skinnier one. Okay, so the idea is when we're getting ready to use our drawing materials, it's really good to kind of experiment and do warm-up exercises with, okay, what does that pencil do? Not just what I want it to do, but what does it look like? And how does it move? Okay.
I need to go pee real quick.
Okay. I'll be right here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. There you are. Okay. So what I was saying is that this first, if you're using a pen, that's great. And what you're going to use a pencil or a pen?
A pencil.
Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to write this in words. And if you don't know how to read the words, I'll read them to you. Okay.
I don't know how to read anymore.
Some words. Okay. The first words I'm putting here in this box is a VERY, which says the word very. And this word says fast. And the reason I'm labeling it is because I'm going to say to you, what I'd like you to do with your pencil is I would like you to draw really fast lines in that box. They can be any line you want, circles, dots, curved lines, straight lines, any lines you want. For a certain amount of time, I'm going to time us, okay? We're going to do fast lines for 20 seconds. Ready?
Can I go?
Set, go. What kind of fast lines are you drawing? Very fast, very fast. Okay, done. 20 seconds is up. All right, now the next box is going to be medium fast. So I'm going to write the word medium. It's a big word. MEDIUM, fast, FAST. Put a little space in between each one so you can read it. Now this time we're going to take the pencil and we're going to have a little talk with our brain. And what we're going to do is say, let's just move this pencil medium fast, not fast, fast, medium fast. Okay. And let's draw lines. You ready? Go. Medium fast lines.
Linden, she won't know what I'm here. Can you go get a candy? for me. So, but Abba gave me little candy. Well, I don't care which kind.
20 seconds is up. You got your medium fast, you're very fast, and your medium fast. The next one is going to be medium slow, another one of those words, medium, medium, slow, slow. Now we're going to draw these lines slower than we did here or here, much slower than this one, a little bit slower than this one. So now we're going to draw medium slow lines. Ready, go. How did those look? Are you holding your pencil different? Are you moving yourself a little slower? Maybe you can make lines like grass, slow grass growing. This is the kind of speed I use when I'm sketching something. Slow, medium slow. Okay, time's up. The last one is very slow. Very slow. This time our hands are going to move really slow, like slow motion. And how you hold your pencil and how you draw, and we're going to draw slow for 40 seconds, okay? Go. I'm holding my pencil really light and I'm drawing slow, fine, precise lines. Lines that have certain shapes that my brain is saying I'd like them to be like. Really slow. Kind of looks like fire.
I have no idea what mine looks like.
It's kind of fun to draw and then look at it later and say, oh, wow. Okay, a few seconds more.
Mine's done.
Done. Okay, let me see yours. Okay, hold it up and then point with your finger and tell me which box is fast. Fast? All right, which box is medium fast? Right, right across from it. Yep. Medium slow.
This one.
Okay, a little more detail and really slow. Let me see your slowest one. Nice. Great. All right, we are feeling pretty warmed up, I think.
Yeah, I want to do some wheel drawing.
All right. Well, this last drawing that I thought we could do together is another one. I'm going to put this up on my face again. This is another drawing from our imagination of, I would like very much for you to draw me a map. If you were a bird and you could fly up over the top of your house and you could look down like a bird, a bird's eye view of where your house was and what it looked like around your house. I'd like you to use your imagination and do a bird's eye view of your house and the yard or the woods all the way around your house.
I'll be to do the woods and the garden in my house.
That sounds great. As much as you can fit on the paper. And we'll work on this for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, okay? As long as
the bottom of a house first.
take your time. You can take your time drawing and there will be no rush. A bird's eye view of your house.
Flowers. Vegetables.
Linden, what is it, honey?
Can you make sure that I will get to watch things after this, like a Venus?
Yeah, there'll be plenty of dishes.
Oh.
Always. Don't worry.
What? I saw Venus said watch.
No, wash.
Oh.
We're washing dishes. You can wash dishes for the rest of your life.
Did you just ask to make sure that you can wash dishes? That's awesome.
I did it. I did it.
Add some details, take as much time as you want.
Okay, I'll try as good as I can.
All right.
There, I did it as good as I could.
Okay. I would
Wait,
love-
actually, I'm just making the sun real quick.
okay.
There.
All right, let's see. If you were a bird and you were flying over the top of your house, this is what you would see.
I made the sun and windows and my house and a garden and some woods.
Nice. Great. Okay, Miss Linden, the last thing that I wanted to show you today was what is in my drawing journal bag. Because part of what we're going to do in this class, part of what we're going to do is go outdoors. We won't be doing that when we're in class, but in between class, we're going to have special assignments to go outdoors and to observe and to take notes. And they can be picture notes, they can be word notes, they can be notes that you talk to your mom and your dad about, and they can maybe help you write words if you need to do it that way. But the idea is for us to become nature journalists and look at the world around us and the way that it works and how it fits together, and to do drawings and write stories about it. So I'm going to put the camera up over the top of my drawing table again, but this time I'm going to show you something different, because this is what I'm going to ask you to work on. If you're going to take the class, then I'm going to ask for you to make yourself or find some kind of a bag
Yeah.
that you can put items in that you would take with you outdoors. Now, this bag was something I already had, and I'm going to show you that it has straps on it. So it's I'm going to pull it up a little bit higher so you can see it. It's a backpack, but you might have a bag that just goes over your shoulder, and that's fine too. But the important thing is what's inside of this bag. So I'm going to show you what I have in my bag. All right. I'm going to lay everything out on the table here. The first thing I have in my bag is a drawing book. And my drawing book has some drawings in it. And it also has a bunch of notes in it. And it has ideas about what I've seen. And I'll show you the most recent one that I did a drawing of. Can you tell what that is?
A bird?
It is. And it's a chickadee.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what happened. When I was coming out of the woods on a hike the other day, I saw two little chickadees up in the top of a pine tree. And
Oh,
they-
I see chickadees.
I love chickadees. They were so sweet. There was two of them. And I kept walking out of the woods, and guess what? They followed me. They followed me all the way to the edge of the path. And I was able to take a photograph of them and do a quick drawing. So that's what I put in my nature journal. I wrote down the date, January 23rd. I wrote down the time when I did it. It was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was only 18 degrees. It was very sunny. And I was out on Old Mission Point. So sometimes I write words down like, where was I? What was the weather like? What time of day was it? Usually I go out during the day when I can see really well. So that's the first thing in my bag is my drawing journal. Sometimes if I don't mind carrying, and I use plastic bags to make sure that if the weather gets, like rainy or lots of snow or something, that I can protect things. Sometimes I carry books with me in case I want to identify trees. So I have plastic bags and I have maybe a book bag, a tree book, or maybe a bird book, how to know the birds. And sometimes I take a guide like this, but I usually don't take all of these. When I get ready to go, I think, where am I going to be at? Would it be helpful to learn about trees? Maybe so. And then maybe I'll leave my other books home so that I don't have so much weight. Because the thing about carrying a bag like this, Linden, when you're outside, is that sometimes it gets heavy. We don't want it to be too heavy. Okay. So the other thing I have in my bags are different writing instruments, of course. And if I want to take some colored pencils with me, I choose a few of them and then I use a rubber band and I put a rubber band around them. So those are my colored pencils. And of course, I want to have a regular pencil like the ones we were working with today. And I sharpen them before I go. And I put a little bundle in a rubber band. And sometimes I even put markers in there. Okay. That's another thing in my bag. Let's see what else I have in here. I don't want it to get too heavy. Oh, sometimes I carry erasers with me. I have a pink pearl eraser and I have something called a kneaded eraser. Have you ever seen one of these?
No.
Kind of like clay. I'm going to send all of this whole list to your mama so she knows. So those are two other things. And the last thing I carry with me, just in case I break the leads on my pencils, is I carry a pencil. So those are the things that I put in my bag when I go out for nature journaling. Once in a while, because I got a small pair of these binoculars when I was with my granddaughter. So I have a little pair of binoculars that I put in there too, just in case I see a tree and I want to get some detail on it. So one of the things that I'm going to ask all of us to do when we're working through this class is to have a nature journal drawing bag that we can take outdoors with us. So you can come up with some ideas about things that you think you need. But the most important thing, Linden, is that your bag works for you and also it has everything in it that you want to take with you outdoors, but that it's not too heavy, okay? So I'm gonna put everything in a protective plastic bag and then I'm gonna put it right back in my drawing bag or my.
I'll probably forget that any second.
You're gonna forget that any second?
Yeah, I forget things really easily.
Well, you and I both. You know what I'll do? The thing that's nice about this is that I have it all packed and ready to go, so that if I decide I want to go out like I did this weekend, all I have to do is grab my bag and I'm ready to go. So that's one of the fun things I wanted to show you tonight. And they're very similar. The materials and tools that we use when we go outside and draw are very similar to what we do when we draw right inside at our drawing table. Okay?
Okay.
Well, my dear, that's what I have for you for today. For our first class together, we practiced doing some line drawings and to see how fast that we could draw with our pencil and then what would happen if we slowed it down. And now it looks like you're very inspired and you're doing some more drawings. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Good. Is there anything else you'd like to share with me before we say goodbye?
No.
Well, I would like to share something with you.
What?
I want to say thank you very much.
Welcome.
And I look forward, if you decide you want to take the class, we'll be meeting next Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You have a nice night with your mom and your dad.
Okay.
And we'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.